Milsim games. One of the corners of the gaming industry where the hardcore advocates of the subgenre don't want anything to be changed. Give them guns, give them comms, keep microtransactions away, and you've made them happy. However, when a new game rolls into town that's free to play, you can't help but look at the competition and say, it's free. What's there to lose? Today, we're gonna look at a game that had more shit thrown at it than a nurse dealing with an angry elder at a nursing home and talk about Operation Harsh Doorstop. And if you enjoy what you see, be sure to sub to the channel. Okay, let's continue. For those that don't know, Operation Harsh Doorstop, or OHD, is a free-to-play milsim game made by content creator BlueDrake42 and his studio Drakeling Labs. I made a video about the game previously in February where I talked about a lot of the main issues of the game, those being lack of anti-cheat, borderline condescending behavior from the dev team towards people in the forums, and what really felt like a DIY plug-and-play sort of platform. With the current reviews sitting at mixed, let's see what people are saying. Fun gunplay and decent visuals at the perfect price of free. At this stage, completely unplayable online due to no anti-cheat or vote kick functionality. You will be spawn killed repeatedly by a player going 200 and 0. Huntman Longbow on April 8th. So, cheaters are still an issue, huh? Jesus. You know what, we'll touch on that later. Here's a review made on April 7th by Tommy2. It's a good and well-designed FPS game. You just have to fix brain-dead AI, add anti-cheat, fix the movement and controls, fix the weird audio issues. This is actually a really good review. Short, sweet, and to the point. The AI has been an issue much like the anti-cheat since day one, and I don't know what needs to happen until there's an overhaul of the AI, but it needs to happen. Here's a review that I'm simply adding to make a point about why I just feel like this game continuously gets shit on review-wise. It's a comment made by this person, Nick Adams 54. Aside from the few spelling errors, it goes on to say, honestly, don't listen to the few people giving this game a thumbs down, cause they are butthurt they keep dying or can't seem to find a decent server. This game has so much potential, and with the modding tools they have given us, you can do so much and more. There could have been a million different ways to write this review, and you still chose wrong. Second, they're butthurt they keep dying or can't seem to find a decent server. The first half of that could either be due to hackers or a skill issue. Also, you didn't even specify what you mean by can't find a decent server. Do they perform badly? Do they not have fun custom content on them? What makes a decent server? The second half, I do agree that the game has so much potential with the modding tools, but what's the point of creating content for the game when the game doesn't have the basic fundamentals done correctly to make the content worth playing? Like, I get it, right? They've done Star Wars overhauls and Halo mods and all this other stuff, but the core mechanics, the basic functions, are still not perfect. And for those that are gonna hit me with a, if you think it's so easy, you try making a game. Well, let me tell you something, okay? Get closer, a little closer, cool. That is the weakest fucking statement of the century. It was a creative clapback in COD 4, Halo 3, Bad Company 2 days. Now, why do I need to invest time into making something that I know you're going to immediately crucify? Plus, I'm a consumer. What would me making a game on my own do to help the game I'm talking about now? That's like if you left a review for a McDonald's and said that the fries were too cold and soggy, and someone says, well, you start your own burger company then, or let's see if you can do better. There's no point, and that's not even a valid argument anymore. Now that the reviews and the rant are basically done with, let's talk about the latest devlog from Blue Drake posted on March 26th. The first thing they show off is the destruction and how that'll look, and honestly, it doesn't look half bad. It's nowhere near the Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 level a lot of us want, but damn it, it's a start. He goes on to mention that the supporters will get early access to it through the supporter DLC, which is, well, it is what it is, I guess. Make of it what you will. I wish this would have been a feature for everyone to experiment with, but hey, you gotta drive incentive to supporter packs one way or another, okay? I get it. The next couple things he quickly dials in on is a work in progress for their first user interface and a rework of the lighting. Starting with the UI, it'll be incorporated into the base game, and with that, you'll be able to do things like replenish your ammo, entering and exiting vehicles, setting up outposts, etc. So very similar to Squad in the sense of look and execution. The lighting is very interesting to me because the way Drake described it, it seems like a plant-based ray tracing. It gives off the appearance of ray tracing without it actually being ray tracing, which, thank the Lord above. Some of the maps I play, I'm just sitting here and I'm asking myself if I'm experiencing eye strain or my eyes are being burned out of my head because the map has one lighting scheme and it's the surface of the fucking sun. Now, we move on to the servers, and according to the community update, it says, cheating has undeniably been an issue for Operation Harsh Doorstop since launch, and we're rolling out a number of powerful systems to help combat this problem in upcoming updates. This will include systems that will allow servers to filter unwanted players by checking for previous VAC bans, game bans, and community bans. Additionally, vote kicking will allow players to remove any users that are disrupting multiplayer games, and additional settings that forbid known cheaters from participating in or initiating kick votes will further protect legitimate players from being abused. Drake, I understand. Small studio, y'all are working on the game. I get it, okay? But this should have been done like January. You know, the month before the game actually came out. I will never fully understand how the game launched without an anti-cheat. Vote kicking I don't really care much about. It hardly gets used anyways in most games that I play at least. But anti-cheat should have been day one. Yeah, I know, broken record, whatever. But now you're in a situation where most people who have been burnt on the game because of the cheaters may not come back unless they are having fun with the game from the start. Now, I don't want anyone to think I'm just constantly punching up or punching down depending on how you look at it. It's just, I really want this game to be something that I can play without having to worry about a little Timmy who had too much time on his hands and wants to fuck with other people's day. So the whole idea of these servers having custom settings where it'll check for previous VAC bans and, you know, an anti-cheat will also be running in the background to stop these bitches like dead at the doorstep. Great. Awesome. I'm proud of you. Now, the server API system will be implemented in the next 2 to 4 weeks at the time of this video, but 4 to 6 at the time the video was made on Blue Drake's channel, and then they'll worry about the anti-cheat. We move on to the last big update coming, and that is the automatic download of Steam Workshop mods to join a server, and my god, is this the best thing to happen. Trying to Sherlock Holmes which mods people are using just to join a server is annoying, but at least we're gonna get that in about 4 to 6 weeks. Some final thoughts for what we're seeing here. It's a step in the right direction, but like I said numerous times, steps that should have been here since day one. I'm pretty sure Drake and his studio are tired of hearing people say that shit, but outside of that, not much is going on. Games still feel and plays the same with the exception of a few quality of life changes here and there. And I will admit, the gunplay and gameplay feel good. Mechanics feel good. But there's nothing else I can say until the game starts getting more cushion underneath it. I'm excited to see what this game is going to be like in the next 6 months or by 2024. But until then, we're just going to have to keep waiting. Now I turn the mic to you. Let me know down below what you think about OHD. Is it set up for success? Is there too much wrong with the title? Let me know. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that like button and mod that sub button also so you can experience my content for free. This is Sir Blackout signing off to go wait on Caliber to drop on Steam. New video on that coming soon. Later.